So every shoot I've been on with you, Rhett, you've had this case that I'm always impressed with because it reminds me of, is it Harry Potter where they have the bag that
Oh
like,
yeah, you just reach in and it's got everything in it?
Yeah, what is it? That's what it reminds me of because I just love how you have so much crammed into this, and I would love for you to walk me through what you have.
Yeah, this is a heavy. I don't remember. I can look at it. It's a Pelican. It's a Pelican 1650. So this is a huge Pelican. We got this because originally, we use our Blackmagic Ursa cameras for broadcast on Sunday morning at the church. This is all church stuff. And so we bought 2 of these huge Pelican cases because we would have our broadcast cameras fully rigged and set them inside the foam kind of thing. And then after a few years of that, when we started doing more shoots off location, doing story videos and different stuff, I was like, I got to redo this and figure out something else. And so we got the Trek Pack in here, and Pelican also sells these add-ons to the top of the case to throw extra stuff in. So
when you say Trek Pack.
Trek Pack,
and that is the dividers.
Yeah, that's what these dividers are. Instead of you do a case that has the pluck foam, right, where you just kind of shape it however you need to. Yeah, that's what we had at first because it was the cheapest thing. And so the Trek Pack is more of an investment, but it's great because it lines it lines the whole case. Pelican sells it, and so it's they build it out specifically for each case. So for the 1650 case, there's a Trek Pack insert that you do, and then you get these walls that you cut to size for what you want. And so then you just you attach it. So I can take the pins out and I can reconfigure it if I know I need to for a shoot. Generally, this is how I leave it, with it's sized for 2 of the Ursas. I've got all my batteries and my monitor and mounts, extra power cables kind of thing. Power cables, tapes, rig pieces as needed. All of my audio stuff, so shotgun mic, lapel mics, Zoom recorder, XLR cables, extra cables. And then for this shoot, I put 2 of my small rig RC220Bs in here, so I wouldn't have to bring. I've got the other Pelican is kind of my grip box almost, and so I can throw all of my grip stuff in there if I want it. But then that's 2 giant Pelicans I'm taking around. So, so 2 of the lights and then their power sources, and then the top I've got slates, markers, HDMI cables. If I need to put tools up in here, I do that. Kind of throw whatever I need to up in here.
I've never seen this before. Explain to me what that was.
Yeah, so this is called an insert slate. So you have a film slate normally for doing sync, right? So if you're shooting multiple cameras and separate audio sources, you need something to give you something to sync up to later in post. So hence you got the clapper. So this is, but for shots where you're super close in, you're doing, literally something like this. If I had to do audio sync for this, and you said, I need to get a slate in there. Well, I can't fit this giant slate here when you're trying to be really super close up. So you have an insert slate that you can just slide in really small. Ryan Connolly makes a joke about, in one of his behind the scenes videos, he makes a joke about whenever a 2AC is on set and slides an insert slate into something without being asked, he says, yeah, you can marry my daughter. So
I had never seen that before, and it makes so much sense because I've had that issue before where I was trying to slate in a shot that was close up of a table or a hand, and it's just this tiny little thing that fits perfectly. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, just slide it in and
I'll have to get me
and
one
then
of those.
I don't remember who I learned this from, but whenever I'm slating, I put spike tape on my slate for the things that never change. So today it was, this is the name of the video. I'm never going to change that, and I don't want to accidentally smudge it out. So I just go ahead and write that in Sharpie, and then I just use dry erase markers for everything else.
Yeah, it's really smart.
And it's great because then I have this to look at in post when I'm trying to make sure that all my colors are lining up. And I want to get one of those deity slates that actually have the time code built into it.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Yeah, it's really cool. So you got camera, lights, audio,
and rigs, rigging and batteries, V-mount batteries. This is my 7-inch monitor and everything that goes along with it. This is lens cleaning case and stuff. I've got different color spike tapes, different things for rigs, tools kind of thrown in. I can throw tools up there as well. Then all my audio stuff, and then enough lighting stuff. Like all of our stands are over there on the cart. You know, but this at least has everything where I can close it all up, and it's going to be protected in the truck on the way over, and I can roll it rather than having to it's a pain to lift it up onto a table.
And you have another one of these too, just not with us today. That's a bigger one. Then
it's the same one. It's the same. This is a 1650 case, but I don't have the track pack in it. I have like a molly rig on the top, and then like the plug foam.
So is it?
It's super open.
Okay. Is it this same exact case, or is it, you just change the inserts in it?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay. Cool.
Because I can put all of my lights in that one if I want to put other stuff in here.
Yeah.
Like in this is kind of like the rotating section, so I can fit all of my. I've got another RC220B with all the power sources. I can put like an insert in the foam to like have all of my grip heads and clamps and like all those things. So it's kind of, then I have got like a camera box and a G&E box. And so then I can throw both of those on a truck. I can throw my like tripods, reflectors, all those things in like crates or whatever else, and then throw it all on the cart that we have, like the collapsible cart that we have.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love seeing other people organizing it because it's so important to stay organized, and I suck at it and trying to not make it a mess. And I like having everything in one place, but it's still organized. And I know it's not everything, but
it's most things though. I've got cards in here. I've got I could take this and do a really bad shoot.
You could really bad shoot. Hey, I mean,
and this is
two lights in here is pretty cool too.
Well, that's because the 220Bs are such small ones. Like this is the Aputure 600 LS600 XL on the other side. Yeah,
you can't fit that.
I can't fit that 10 foot by 10 foot diffusion on there.
This thing surprisingly does break down in a small case over there. Though.
Yeah, I loved it though. I mean, we have this because the rental company said, "Hey, we're out of 8x8s like you ordered. Are you good with a 10x10?"
Sure.
And in my head, I didn't think that is so big.
yeah, it's massive.
Yeah.
Well, this is really cool.
Yeah, I'm pumped. This has been a learning process to be able to do things like this. Like, we started shooting like fairly big videos for our church 3 years ago, kind of thing. We started doing short films and story videos, and what I learned pretty quickly after the first couple ones, I realized that most of your success is going to come from your workflow, right? When it comes to like production. And so that was what I had to get at. I had to get good at real fast, was how do I streamline my workflow? How do I make this easier on my back so that I'm like, I'm still on the better side of 30, but I feel it, when I'm lugging this stuff. We did a short film. We had to take like a whole trailer, like, cause we took it to a location out in the woods kind of thing. And we just needed so many people. And so this kind of, after that, I sat down and said, I got to do something different. So I can put all my cameras, I can put a couple lights in here. And for most interview setups, it's this and then a couple of like stands.
I love that. I love this because everyone does their camera bag video, and it's like, I can't fit everything in a bag that I need to do some of the shoots. I mean, some people can, so it depends on what you're doing, but you have two Ursas and two, what are these?
They're 220 watt mono lights.
Yeah, that's decent. That's decent. And you got batteries to run for a while.
Yeah, and even like the AC adapters, like for the Ursas, are in here so that I can, if I rig everything, that's what our friend Josh Bennett showed me. Like he literally still plugs everything into the camera, but then when you put the AC power in, like it still is running off AC power. So everything is technically like being run on AC power, even though it's all connected to like the DTAP on like your battery distribution system.
That's really cool.
It works. It's a system that's effective, and that's what I love. I want it to do exactly what I need it to do, so I can show up, set it up, and then I can focus on directing. And like actually like talking with people that I'm interviewing or working with a cast, and
it's all the little things from packing. I mean, packing's such a. I get ready for a shoot, I'll get excited, I'm totally focused. I'm like, oh, now I got to figure out how to fit this and what I'm packing, all the small pieces and all. So
yeah, and it answers a lot of those questions. Like on Thursday, today's Saturday, on Thursday I packed for the shoot, and like I rigged out one of the Ursas exactly how I was going to rig it out here, and then put it all away and brought all the cases, and I think we got set up in under an hour. I think it was about 45 minutes today, just to get two cameras, two lights, and audio set up for 5 hours of interviews. So
if you're organized, that's how it goes. That's really cool. Well, I like seeing this stuff like this. I know it's just a case video, but I'm sure people understand it's not just a case. This is where you work out of. This is kind of like the office a little bit. It's your office, your workplace there. So if you guys want to see more stuff like this, Red has more cases, I'm sure, and other things to show. Let us know. And shout out to Caleb for holding the camera. Thank you so much. That's it for this one. We'll see you in the next one.